Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point.
Miami, 7, Clemson, 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
He'll bring it back. It's McCullough. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Clemson 0.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Canes are flying down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
The Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On second down, they'll take to the air. They're trying to get to him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
Number 3, with the carry.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1 yard plunge.
Clemson, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll start this drive firing. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
After the misfire, now on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple of touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
2nd down coming up.
Offense in a bunch formation. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They move the tight end all over. He'll just keep slinging it, floating away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Direct snap. Makes it past the marker. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Makes the catch and knock down. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here comes the hurry up. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On second down, wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down for the offense.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Going deep. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into trying to make throws that they never have a chance of making. That's what that guy did right there. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going with the ground game left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. He makes a catch. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Trying play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Here's the handoff. Shakes off the tackler. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. After run, now throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Clemson set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Miami.
Line gets set, first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Play of this drive comes from the 34. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A 1st down for the offense. Snap it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
He's tackled at the 31. 2nd down coming up.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Miami.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Canes decide to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Get set, get set. Alert, alert.
They'll put the tight end in motion.
Griffin.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 14, Clemson 0.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They'll try it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
42 spike.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. He chucks one out to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
This is a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Clemson, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
And just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw it again. Trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Pedrino. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shoulder. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Miami, 41. Clemson, 0.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field.
Come on, set.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Okay,
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
That keeps the score. Miami 21, Clemson 0.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to restore.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Second down coming up.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 34 is in the end zone.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Miami.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Clemson 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Clemson jumps to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pressure coming. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. We sensed a great